Everyone, welcome to the Healing Truth channel. I'm doing things a little differently. I had to delete my last two videos because I ran out of storage. So once again, here I am again doing some things a little different, switching it up a little bit for y'all because I wanted to talk about a few things, but I wanted to do it a little different this time. So I'm prepping, doing my dinner. Hoping you guys can see what I have going on. I let my daughter use my tripod. What is it, a tripod? Oops. Tripod, trifold or tripod or whatever you call it for to hold your phone and camera and all that good stuff. Okay, really quickly. Hoping you guys could get a good view of me hooking on my meter. Let me see. There, that's much better. It's a little low, but okay, really quickly. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to try this again to the Healing Truth channel where you get to watch me cook my dinner and do what I love. This is healing for me. What is it that you love to do that's healing for you? This is one of many things that I enjoy doing is cooking my food. I'm not sitting up here doing no recipes and all that and telling you guys how many cups and ounces and teaspoons and stuff, because this is not what this is. It's just therapy. It's just healing energy as I'm talking. You can, you know, watch me cook, get my food ready. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in on another one of my videos to bring you that healing truth energy. I wanted to talk really briefly about this. I believe it's Hurricane Nicole. It's something that we all can start to think about when it comes to what's happening in this world. A lot of the things are beyond our control. There's not much we can do about it. And I believe we've been kind of comfortable with believing certain things can't happen to us. I'm saying this because this past weekend had to be one of the most eerie storms that we had since I've been living in Lansing. And I'm not talking about just the disasters that happened. It was how the sky looked. It almost reminded me of Stranger Things. When that dark entity, it was like a dark cloud just started to lift and rise over. It's almost like being in a dome and you just have this dark shadow just rise up and kind of come over the city. And that's how it was. It was like the lower part of this, like if you looking straight on the horizon, and normally you either see a bunch of trees far away in the distance and things like that, kind of like if you're looking towards the end of the earth. We're not talking about trees. We're talking about a dark shadow. And it was kind of eerie. But when I was out there, I didn't realize what was really going on because I just thought it was, just a regular little storm and things. But then it got really gusty, windy, and it got really, really bad. I mean, like tree branches were breaking off into the street. You had stop signs dangling because our stop signs here hang from a wire. It hangs from electrical wires, and they were dangling. Like it was bad. I mean, I tell you it was bad, it was bad. It was a very bad storm, but the weather felt good. Like the wind and things like that, it felt good. It was like a really good energy. And I'm not saying the energy as far as the storm, I'm just saying as far as the wind felt good. It felt good. The weather was feeling good. It wasn't cold. It wasn't too hot. It was perfect, but it was the type of weather you didn't want to be out in because it was like super windy, dangerous winds. My only reason for bringing this up is because I thought the way that it looked on that Saturday, I would never have thought to ever seen it look that eerie. It was really weird. It was like almost an entity was taking over the city. And what was crazy about it, we didn't really get any notifications or updates on this. It just kind of happened because there was a lot going on in the upper peninsula of Michigan. It means it was super far away from us. So where it was happening, it was no reason for it to happen to be that bad where we were. So I was just thinking like, okay, some of these things are unpredictable because the weatherman is not the weatherman like he used to be. I don't think anybody is ever really able to dictate the weather because even with some of us who feel that the weather is controlled by higher powers, which is a strong belief system of mine. I'm not even gonna say belief. I'm just gonna say, hey. But for those of us who are, awakened, it's kind of, I'm running out of olive oil, y'all. I gotta have my olive oil. Okay, so I got my Brussels sprouts. Okay, now let me tell y'all this real quick because I've been really trying to be careful on how I eat because I feel like we are what we eat. Like, you're constantly eating low vibrational foods, greasy, fried, fast food. You're gonna feel low vibrational. I'm sorry, but it is. We wonder why we have certain moods, why we feel, weighed down, stressed out, heavy after eating a burger, from one of these fast food joints. We got to understand what's in that stuff. Like, a lot of this processed food is not healthy for us. I'm speaking on that because I'm talking to myself. I'm not sitting up here because I'm perfect. I'm a vegan. I don't eat this and I'm showing you how. No, I'm not on none of that. That's not what this is about. This is just motivation for all of us who really struggled on this health journey. Because I'm really serious about how I've been eating. And I'm one of those type of people who really, really, like, I love fruits and vegetables. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. I gotta get my olive oil. I'm one of those people who really, really, I'm really serious about when it comes to veggies. Because if I eat veggies, they're going to be veggies that I enjoy. And I can't truly honestly say there is not a vegetable that I don't enjoy. I love vegetables. I could eat all type of vegetables all day. So that's the easy part of me being able to eat healthy. You have some people who don't even like vegetables. So, I mean, I don't see how is that working out for you? So, yeah, for those of you who don't eat vegetables, hey, that's your choice. But anyway, like I was saying really quick, I switched up because I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about how I'm trying to do better with my habits of eating better, exercising, and just, self-care, self-care for yourself, not for anyone else but you. And I had to learn that, like, anything that I choose to do when it comes to my health, I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it to impress anybody. I honestly could care. If you know me by now, I don't give a shit what nobody think or say. Because people gonna talk, they gonna talk. It is what it is. None of us are walking around here exempt from being talked about. People gonna always find something wrong in you. So it's just the way it is, and that's usually because some people are just miserable and unhappy with themselves, so they find fault in other people. They just self-projecting, that's all. But I learned how to transmute that energy. I act like I don't see you, but I do. Anyway, so yes, guys, I'm trying to get better with my eating and exercising. And this is what I have to say really quick before I go back into my weather situation. I mean, this is what's up. This is the Healing Truth channel. So I was having a talk with an associate today, and no, it was not an associate. I had to think about it. It was my daughter. Me and my daughter, we had a talk today, and I'm so proud of her. This is my oldest daughter. She's really getting serious about her health and her exercising and things like that. And I told her she's young, it's a good thing for our young people to really start taking their health serious, because they are the future and we have to instill in them. I'm the type of person like this. I don't push people to go vegan. I don't push people to become vegetarians, things like that. I'm not about to push nobody into something that I'm not doing. Me personally, I will never go vegan ever. And I will say that to the day I die. I'm not ever going to go vegan because I have my reasons as to why I won't go vegan. Um, Maybe, okay, let me not say that. Maybe somewhere in the near future, way ahead, when I can create my own vegan meals and all of that good stuff, yeah. But it's so far, no. I'm not even going to act like that, because I still, I have certain things that I bake with. And, being vegan, you got to be cautious on everything. Flours, sugars, egg. It's a lot of things you can't eat anymore. So you have to think about these choices. That's where I was going when it comes to my fitness journey, because I do what works for me. I don't worry about what other people's bodies look like. I don't care. I'm not concerned about um whether I should be at a gym, whether I should be drinking protein shakes and things like that. And I'm only saying this, and it's nothing negative, because I think it's a positive thing, long as it works for you. Everything don't work for everybody. You have to do what works for you. If being at home, exercising in your living room are giving you results and you're comfortable with that, then you do that. Because me personally, that's the type of person I am. And I've been doing great with Jerica. I have to give her a beautiful shout out. Jerica has been my personal trainer at home. I watch her videos and I get it right, and she get me tight, okay? I like Jerica, body for days. If you don't know about her, hey, watch her, watch the sister, because I like her, and I'm the type, I'm a thicker figure woman, so I like to be a little curvy. I don't want to be all super skinny and things like that. And I'm not knocking anybody who's slim, because all of us are different. Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. You have a small frame, you have a small frame. But for us women who are a little on the thicker side, embrace your beauty, embrace your thickness. I'm the type that I like mine to be in shape. I want to be thick and in shape. I don't care to really be in this major weight loss situation, because at the end of the day, if we went hungry, a lot of us thick women gonna be around a lot longer. I'm just being serious, because we're very well insulated. Let's just keep it real. That's a scientific fact. Things that they don't talk about. We're gonna do good because we're thick. There's a difference. There's a lot of things they don't tell you. People are too many people focused on being extra small and worried about how somebody else look. But you got to focus and love yourself. Well, do what works for you. If working out at home works for you, do that. Take your baby steps on your journey. That's what this journey is about. I'm the type of person, I take baby steps. I've had my moments of backsliding to chicken. I backslid to chicken, but I ain't ate no chicken in almost a month now. I got out of that energy, because I'm doing this for myself for a reason, because I want to be a beacon of light for people who are struggling in any type of situation, whether it be healing from from trauma, childhood trauma, self-love, eating better, self-care, health, changing up, the way you look and the way you do things. Like me personally, we're all forever changing. We always want to change to better ourselves. And it's not always about, oh, you got to do this and do that for these. So these people, I don't care about none of that. I do what feels good for me. I don't let anybody make me feel bad or discouraged because how I'm doing my journey. As long as you move forward on your journey and keep going, everybody timing, everybody journey is different. The things that each one of us do are different. What works for this person may not work for you. You make something else. I'm the type of person, I like being in my sanctuary. So I don't have a problem with putting on my fitness clothes, going in my living room and watching me a good Jerica workout, walking video, and get my weights and all that, and get me a good workout in. And it's just like I was at the gym. Sit back later, get in my chill zone, and probably sip on me some wine if I got some. I'm just keeping it real. You gotta do what's best for your solitude. Get a good book, sit down, relax, do those the type of things that it's about. It's about doing what's best for you. This is not washed out. And so, yes, guys, basically that's what I was talking about. I was saying that, a lot of this, oops, I knew that was going to happen. A lot of the, a lot of this stuff that is, happening on the planet. I'm going back to that. But I just want to talk really quickly about, the things that just important to you. What is important to you? What are the things that you feel that you want to work on to better yourself? Because we're all doing this together. Like, I'm not perfect. Like, I'm still working on a lot of things to better myself. But it's all about bettering ourselves. Because once you change what you put inside your body, your mind, body, and soul, your world change around you. You look at things different. You move different. You think different. Your environment becomes different. The people that you have in your life become different, and it be at your vibration. Because we fail to realize, and I'm learning myself. And like I stated, I only speak on these things because I'm learning from my own experience. And I think that the better we can become with how we take care of our vessels, the better we are at helping heal ourselves. Life is a healing journey. It's a journey. Even if you don't, even for those of you who don't really haven't had a hard life, don't have much of traumatic things that happen, your life, you could be a light for someone who needs that, who needs your energy, who needs to be able to look up to you, or, get your strength, be that shoulder to cry on, because there's a lot of people out there in need of that. Just some people who's not going to always constantly judge and tell you what your idea of how you should look, how you should think, what you should believe in, instead of opening your mind to truth and knowledge, opening your mind to self-love journey, and not being so pressured and worried about what you see on the outside, what you see in the entertainment, what you see on TV, what you see other people doing. It's a difference. And this is another thing I was talking to my daughter about, because we had a beautiful conversation today, and she was talking about, I told her, keep doing your journey how you want to do it. She runs in the morning. I'm trying to get my baby girl on there too, but she'll get there eventually. My son, he a slim gentleman, he don't eat too bad, but my daughter, she's really taking it serious, and we've been kind of motivating each other to keep going. And I'm proud of her taking her what she put in her body more serious, staying away from a lot of sugar, dairy, dairy products and stuff, and these hot dogs and stuff like that. Like, we gotta really kind of keep our mind open to the things that's being created to destroy our bodies, because what we think is they care, and I that's crazy. When I seen on I watched on I love olive oil with a little seasoning. I was watching one of these conscious pages on YouTube, and they were talking about how US is the only country, whatever you want to call it, that put a lot of different chemicals and stuff in the food. Like, it just don't make sense to me. Like, why? Like, it really has never made sense to me as to why we do that. And it was like the same type of foods. And that was one of the examples were not jelly beans, but the those gummy bears that everybody like, those little famous gummy bears. They compared the U.S. gummy bears to a whole nother country, and they had all natural. The other country had all natural ingredients, and we had shit in there that you couldn't even explain. You couldn't even spell it, and if you look it up, it's a chemical. Why? And when you start understanding why things are happening, and you understand, people start changing the way they think. You change the way you think and the way you look at things, you'll understand and see things clearly as to why things are happening, as opposed to us constantly complaining about shit that we're not trying to work on changing. And that's just how I feel about it. I'm the type of person that, I'm not going to keep on complaining about stuff I'm not doing for myself. Like, if I'm not happy with my weight, or I'm not happy with you know, how I'm feeling, I have responsibility for that. That's my fault. There's something I can do about that. And I'm not going to say that I don't have my days, because there's times where I know in my heart that I need to raise my vibration and not allow certain things to get to me, because I have to remember how much of a gift it is to have this life, you know, and being able to acknowledge that and understand that and appreciate that is big, you know. And it's hard when you're really trying, and I understand for a lot of people who really want to eat better and things, and you suffer from certain type of food addictions, it's not easy, because trust me, I totally understand. It's not easy. I've been there, done that. And you have to know within yourself, I can do this. I know I can do this. I know I can do this, and I'm going to do it. And you have to tell yourself you're going to do it. Don't let anyone discourage you. Take your time. Don't even make anybody feel bad. Say, for instance, you give yourself you discipline yourself and say, okay, I'm going to go this week without eating any sweets. And you turn around and you go and eat like a cookie or something, and you feel bad. Don't feel bad, because guess what? Think about it like this. How many days did you go without eating something sweet that you normally would have eaten, and you only took that one time? It's called baby steps. And I'm only using that as an example because that's how our life journey is. Everybody's journey is different. What works for some may not work for others. And once we can understand that, that's just the way of the world, period. That's just how it is. But I just really wanted to go into that. But what I was saying, though, about the weather, we have to really kind of understand where things are going with this weather. And that storm that we had this weekend was very eerie, you know, like I stated. And it made me think as to, like, why didn't we get any alarms? Why didn't they let us know that, you know, normally, you know, they send those weather alerts and those alarms on your phone where it goes off to let you know that there's something significant going on or about to happen. We didn't get any of that. They only talked about the storm in the UP, which didn't make any sense to me. So I was just like, okay, this is kind of weird. And then it was kind of like we weren't prepared for it. But the reason why I'm talking about that is because, okay, guys, I'm having some roasted Brussels sprouts, mushroom. I love me some mushrooms, some baby potatoes, because I mean, I don't really eat potatoes a lot. It's just probably in my videos I post potatoes, but I like potatoes. I just try to eat them in moderation because it is a starchy food, but I always make sure I got plenty of vegetables and things around it. I've been marinating some fish and some good old jerk seasoning and some stuff like that. And so I like to cook. I bought this air fryer because, let me tell y'all my addiction. This was my problem, and I'm gonna keep it real. My issue was fried chicken. Whether I fry it or whether I go get it, I loved me some fried chicken. That was like that was one meal, that was one food that I thought that I'd never be able to let go of. And even as of today, my daughter come in with some chicken from somewhere fried, looking good, I still be craving it. But then I think about it, and I'm like, I'm good. I redirect my mind, because it's like I think about myself, I think about my journey, I think about the effort I put in to get to where I am, and I'm like, man, is it really worth it? And I would be lying to myself if I sit up here and eat a piece of chicken and I'm sitting up here acting like this is something I'm not supposed, and I'm basically portraying to be something I'm not, and I'm still fighting these urges, still falling into temptation with these urges, if you get what I'm saying. Because it's like once you kind of fall away from it, there's so many other foods that you can eat to satisfy that crave. See, I said I'm no longer frying anything in my house. The only thing I did fry a couple of days ago was some salmon croquettes, and now I'm going to start doing those in the air fryer. But ever since I got my air fryer, that's all I use. If I want something crunchy, crispy, good, I'm going to use the air fryer, because I had to find out ways that I can still enjoy what I'm eating without feeling guilty about it, if you know what I'm saying. So it's just what life is about. You just got to find ways to make yourself comfortable while you're going through uncomfortable process of change. And that's what a lot of things is happening in this world. We got these hurricanes, you know, it's hurricane season. They talk about Hurricane Nicole, things like that. And when we had that storm Saturday, where I was going with that is the storm, that little tropical weather storm that kind of came through here, the really windy storm, we wasn't really supposed to get that. There was nothing in the forecast that even warned us that this was coming, because where the storm, where the hurricane weather was happening, was in a UP. And I don't think that has ever happened like that up there. And where I'm going with this is, we gotta understand, if you don't know, you're gonna have to learn. We can't predict whatever God has for us. Whatever the universe, whatever the divine, whatever Mother Gaia say is going to happen, no matter how much a lot of us are aware that the weather is controlled, everything can't be controlled. Everything just can't. You can't control everything. And this is how we need to start understanding why things are happening, and how do we prepare our minds? How do we prepare our spirit? How do we keep an open mind to the changes that's to come? How do we handle those? How do we support people around us? What are the things that we can do to prepare ourselves for such changes that may come to this planet? Even with, like, Michigan, there's nothing in the book that says Michigan can't there's literally no reason why we wouldn't be getting hit by a hurricane or something like that, because Michigan, 90% of Michigan is surrounded by a body of water. So any place that's surrounded by a body of water can flood, can have hurricanes, because you can't predict it. Wherever it wants to come, that's where it's going to come. And I just send I send love and light to anybody in the lower part of the southeast part of the state, down there by Florida, Georgia, all of that area, all the way up to the New York area, all of that. They're supposed to get hit pretty bad after Hurricane Nicole. And I don't think it's ever happened that bad like that. So you got to kind of understand why certain things are starting to happen, because this is stuff that a lot of us have, been talking about. Downloads we got from the divine, that people have been needing to prepare themselves for certain things that's to come on this planet, because we don't know what's going to hit when it may hit. But it's all about preparing yourself mentally and spiritually and physically. There's a lot that we have to really kind of prepare ourselves for during these times. Brussels sprouts looking good, y'all. I like me some roasted Brussels sprouts, okay? So, you guys, I don't know if you can see my Brussels sprouts looking good. They nice and roasted. Hey, this is how I had to get adjusted to eat. Because see, I was never really that bad of an eater. I didn't really eat too bad like that. I didn't really spend a lot of money on fast food. Now, I'm not even going to lie, because if I do decide that I want to have something, like eat out a little bit, I treat myself to some sushi. I'm not even going to front, because I love me some sushi. You can't go wrong with sushi. That's just how it is. You can't go wrong with sushi. Okay, so I put my Brussels sprouts back in there, y'all. I'm not trying to do no recipes and stuff like that, so that's not what I'm on right now, y'all. I'm not going to do all that. I'm just getting my food ready. And I'm doing this video because we on some healing truth. I'm doing what's healing to me, which is cooking, getting my food ready. This is my daily routine. I come home, make my dinner, get myself ready, and do my workout, relax, find me a good book, or hey, watch me some good, decent YouTube videos, That's what it's about. So, here from Hyper Baby Boo. We always got something going on around here. So, yes, so that's what I'm. Yes, so that's just what I was saying when it came to that Hurricane Nicole. You know, I think that's, we can send a prayer out to those people and send them love and light, and hopefully, you know, pray for them to be protected and covered during these times, because it's nothing to play with. You know, this is the season. And I really hope you guys are down there really getting yourself prepared and together. It was just shocking because, like I was saying, you know, there's nothing that's in the book that really says that we can't get hit in Michigan. This is why I'm saying, because when I seen that there was like a small mini little hurricane storm going on in the UP up high up there on the top of the mitten, I was like, have they ever had that happen? And that Saturday, we got the aftermath of that, and we weren't even warned about it. Usually they warn us about that, and that was one of the most severe, eerie, dark storms that I ever even noticed since I've been living here. We've had some bad ones. It was the way the sky looked. The sky just looked super, super duper creepy, and it just kind of like threw me off. And I'm like, but it felt so good outside, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I wanted to stay outside, but it was just so stormy. So I didn't really stay out there. I kind of came home where it was safe. But yes, so yes, guys, I'm doing got my mushrooms going, my Brussels sprouts. I got me some potatoes seasoned up real good. I got my meat going, been marinating for a while. Oof, it's gonna be good. So yes, you know, I don't want to keep posting my same little meals, because it looks like I'm supposed to eat the same thing every night, which whatever works for you. You know, I'm a fish girl. I'm going to eat all type of fish. I love fish. Fish and salmon. Salmon is one of my favorite fish. I can eat salmon every single day. And that's just real. Alaskan salmon, pink Alaskan salmon. There's all type of salmon. Salmon, I love me some salmon. Can't go wrong with salmon. And that's another thing, just finding out what works for you. And some effort is better than none. You know, we gotta be able to really put our best foot forward for ourselves, because we are all on a healing journey, and healing starts with our self-love and self-care, which is what I'm learning. I'm learning to start caring about myself more and pouring more into me, and who cares what anybody think or say. I'm doing it for myself because I want to feel good. And that's how you got to think about it. No matter how much some of us sit up and say, oh, I don't care, I'm okay with the way I feel, and the way and knowing good and dang well that you got something going on that you're not happy about yourself, that you probably need to work on. That's just all of us. We all can always be our higher self. There's always room for improvement, you know. And I'm the type of person, I want to be in a position where I can be somewhere and feel good and talk about my journey and be able to present that, you know. So, because there's a lot of people like me, a lot of people who go through challenges like you and I. For some of you who watch the video who's struggling with certain things in your life, don't ever feel bad for who you are, and always love yourself no matter what. And I always say that in every video I do, because I mean that from the bottom of my soul. Always love yourself no matter what, because that's what your duty is, to love yourself. If there's things you don't love about yourself, you got to work on doing the inner work to heal those things. Find your rituals, find your tribes, find things to soothe you. Get you a good book. Sometimes it's so important to disconnect from the world and get solitude into doing something. You know, and this is what I'm speaking, because this is me too. You know, being able to, sometimes when I'm by myself, getting off the phone, you know, giving my phone a break, picking up a good book, meditating, spending time with the divine, tapping into spirit, getting that download, because you'll find everything you need in peace. Because you can't focus with a bunch of chaos. And my home is my serenity. It's peaceful here. You know, it's just me and my daughter. And our fur baby. So it's peaceful. This is my serenity. I come here and I'm good. You know, I come home and I'm okay. I don't want to overcook my stuff now. Me and my daughter are going to eat that. So, yes, y'all, they looking good. Look at them roasted. Ooh, your girl be bad in that kitchen. Play with it. Man, y'all talking about these air fryers. I've been wanting me an air fryer for so dang long. I finally got one. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing about no. Man, it's all she wrote. I got this air fryer and that was it. For real, fam. Like, these air fryers is the truth. Shoot, you want you something crispy, cook good, better get you an air fryer. Okay, that's what it's about. Shoot, that's what it's about. This is like my favorite seasoning right here. I don't know if you guys can see the garlic. Man, this stuff is great on a lot of stuff. I cook with a lot of this, like, for real. Heavy on this, okay? And it's got garlic, herb, and black pepper and sea salt. So it's got everything you need in it. Everything you need in it. So I put some of this on there. I'll be good to go. Season this up really good, guys. But yes, that's just what I was, I wanted to come through. I was doing, like I said today, I said, let me get a little versatile and switch it up. I was talking to one of my friends. Say, hey, sis Diamond. She was saying how, I like to get advice on certain things, how y'all like, if y'all like this and things like that, and driving, stuff like that, to kind of make it more interesting when I'm doing my videos, to connect with you guys more, because I appreciate y'all and the love, and because that's what it's about, spreading love and light. And any way I can help get the message through to make it exciting, I'm here for it. Let me know. Drop it in the comments. If this video was edifying for you, feel free to share it. We spread the love. We spread the love, y'all. But yeah, so, I just really, it's so important for us to really understand the changes that are happening on this planet and why they're happening. There goes my, hey, y'all, I gotta put my potatoes in there. I forgot about them. Let my potatoes go. Hey, I got a whole meal in this mug. I got a whole meal up in here. Whole meal. So yes, so I'm super excited about my meal tonight because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I've been disciplining myself and I'm loving my results. I love being at home doing my workouts. I think it's fun for me. It works for me. I'm not really big on the whole gym thing, but whatever works for some. I'm not saying gym is bad, because I don't think it's bad at all. I actually think the gym is good for whoever. Sometimes it's always good to get out, but not everybody is comfortable with going to the gym. I'm not a big gym freak. It's not that I haven't ever gone. I used to go to the gym all day, and I think it's cool, but I'd rather be at home. That's just me. That's just my opinion, and that's just that on that. I don't have to be at a gym to prove I can work out and do the things I need to do for my body, unless you want to go get on some of the machines to work certain areas. But I found out there are so many exercises that you can do to work on certain areas of your body. And some of those weights and things like that, too much of that is not good for your knees. It's not good for your joints. And some people take it to a whole nother level. But that's not me to judge. Hey, whatever works for you, like I said. But it's all about taking baby steps. And that's what it's about, y'all. So thank you guys for tuning in to my video. Thank you guys for tuning into my video. And I tried something different with my hair. I was watching a tutorial, and it's like just trying different things, being versatile, that's what it's about, switching it up here and there. I'm not a real big fan of weave. I'll wear it. I've worn it, but I'm not a big fan of it, I love my braids and things like that, but this is my natural hair. So I'm just trying to get on this tip of just switching it up, trying something different, you know, just being creative. I watch a lot of videos, and I'm like a fast learner, so I'm like, okay, let me try something different with my hair. So I think it came out pretty cool with the rods and everything. So, you know, switching it up, because I'm picky, you know. If I'm gonna wear some hair, it's gotta look right. And I don't, you know, I can't be wearing no wig that look cheap, you know. That's just, and I don't wear the wig. I can't do all that gluing on my side of my head and all that, and you know, but I'm not knocking it, because a lot of it looks good on a lot of women. But that's what your preference is. I'm not gonna do all that. So every now and then I like to switch it up a little bit and try something different. I was looking at a text from my daughter. But yes, guys, so thank you for tuning into my video. Like I said, I wanted to do something different today. I wanted to switch it up. The other day I was riding. I let y'all ride with me. You know, now y'all in the kitchen with me while I'm whipping up a little something for my dinner tonight. Just kind of get an idea of the type of foods and things I eat. I almost slipped up. I walked past some sweets. I was like, dang. Wanted to get them so bad, but then I said no, I'm not doing it. And I was so proud of myself. I didn't do it. I just kept going. So I don't have any dessert, any sweets or anything, and I'm just loving my results, because I don't want to put in all this work for myself and then backslide, and then I'm back to square one and not happy about it. So, you know, this is for anybody who's struggling with the change. And if you've got things you're working on, you're trying to work on your weight, you're trying to change up your look, you're trying for yourself. I'm not talking about worried about what other people look like, what other people are saying about you. Do something for yourself. Love yourself, and know that any little step that you take to move forward is a step. It's better than taking a step back. And that's something that we have to keep in mind. And that's even with the changes of this world. If we can continue to move forward in love, in high vibration, in change, in accepting change, accepting truth, accepting things needs to be changed. People have to get out of this mind frame of being in this, everything gonna stay the same. You know, the things we were taught are gonna stay the same. It's not. We're in a different type of energy on this planet. People want truth. People want realness. People tired of the fake shit. People want genuine, real energy on this planet. And that's the only way this whole planet is going to heal. If we accept and embrace that energy and start to do the work on ourselves. And it's not all about just changing your diet. It's about changing your mind. Because I'm not even going to make it about the diet, because I can go deeper into that. Because people don't realize the foods you put in your body, it mess with your whole mind. A lot of this stuff is set up to destroy us, to keep you capped, to keep you not wanting to open up to what you're putting in your body. And we wonder why a lot of us have a lot of health issues, because it's the foods you're putting in your body. Everything is you are what you eat. One thing I can say about myself, and I'm thankful to be 46. I'm not on any meds. I don't take meds. I don't take headache. I'm like pretty healthy. I don't have any type of health issues at all. I don't have any health issues. So I try to stay in that mind frame and stay high vibing and just keep focusing on becoming the best version for myself, because I want to be able to, and I love the influence that I put on my children when they see their mom moving differently. You know, either people are going to accept and embrace and join you, or they're going to get left behind. If people can embrace your change and see that you want to do better, see that you want to change a lot of things in your life, your diet, the things that you do, your habits and things like that, they can't accept it, then they don't need to be a part of your life. Because it's about change. Something all of us yearn for on this planet is a healthy change, a happy change, a change of unity. People loving and accepting people and respecting people, learning from each other, learning about each other, coming together, to understand who the real enemy is. At the end of the day, it ain't another white person or another black person or another Middle Eastern person. It's the things that's been done to control the minds of different races of people so that we can think different things about each other. This is 2022 going on 23. If people are still walking around here with racist energy, you're part of the problem. How long do we dwell on people, make people feel bad now for choices that their family and ancestors have done back in the day? This is the only thing I feel needs to be done. I feel like certain races of people like myself, our history needs to be told the truth. Things need to change in these schools when it comes to our children. A lot of us need to get the respect we deserve, especially when it comes to our neighborhood. And I'm talking about low-income housing. I'm talking about, a lot of my people. I say my people now, my color, my culture, my heritage. A lot of us, I feel like there needs to be major changes because there's still a lot of things that need work on. But until we can approach things differently and not make everything so anti, or should I say anti? I don't think that's what I wanted to say. I'm all for the betterment of the people, especially my people, because there's a lot of things that we've been entrapped in our minds over the years that we have to start breaking the cycles and coming out of ourselves. There's a lot of things that we're still doing, but we still blaming our history on the things that we're going through now. Yeah, there's still a lot of things that's kind of keeping us back, but a lot of it is our minds, our mindset. Finding a scapegoat. Okay, this happened to us, so this, that, and the other. Now is the time for us to start looking out for us when it comes to things that needs to be changed within us. We can't seek that outside and from another race of people, because not everybody gonna understand it, and not everybody can walk in your shoes. Yes, we had issues that the Indians went through it and other races, but at the same time, living in America, we can go down our bloodlines and see how some of our parents and grandparents and great-great-great-grandparents got them racist stories, how they was treated. Whether we want to believe it never existed or whatever and sweep it under the rug, it's not about that. It's about letting negative energy go. Like, how long do we want to keep pulling up slavery? Let's go past slavery. Let's talk about true history. Let's talk about high vibrational history that allow our children to feel good and look at themselves and know that they wasn't just a slave getting beat and the women being raped. This is the type of stuff that's pushed in people's face. And until we get out of that energy ourselves, nothing is going to change. When is it that we're going to start really understanding that a lot of the things that's happening now starts within us as a group of people? Loving each other, supporting each other, not being so bitter. And my daughter told me this today, and she probably don't want me to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Because my kids, I always make sure my children can call me about anything, and I'm there for them. I'm always talking them through things. They'll call me before they feel like they want to snap on somebody, and I have to, give them a different outlet, and I love that. I love that. I feel good when my kids can call me because I'm going to be real with them, and I always want them to handle things differently. That's what life is about. It's about change. It's about becoming better. You don't have to react to a lot of things all the time. Sometimes I got to the point where I let the divine handle them, because there's a lot of people that done so much stuff and, you know, talk about you, do all type of crazy stuff, and they don't realize that how they being watched. So sometimes it's not always what you do, like I said before, it's who you do it to. So I don't be worried about it, you know. I be like, you just don't know what you're doing to yourself, you know. You know, like, you gotta chill out, because shit, they not playing. You know, a lot of us that's just out here trying to spread love and light, we are protected, and we, you know, people can't just come for you. That's why you got to be careful who you be coming for, because I try not to spread that type of energy on people. Like, I have so much more to be thankful for than to be sitting up being negative to people, treating people, talking, dogging people out, wishing ill will on people. And we got to get out of that, especially with our people. Like some of our people, you know, we got to love each other a little bit more, be a little more supportive when it comes to anything, you know, not so self-absorbed. We got to understand that material things come and go. That's not what life is about. Just like you got it, you can lose it. And that's what a lot of us have to understand. We got to do what's best with nurturing our minds and our spirit. Once we can get to the roots of who we really were and how things were taken and changed. And you got to think about it too. There's a lot more to history that people don't even really know. So it's kind of like, why keep getting wrapped up in old patterns of the same stuff? Like, people's trapped in religion, and, you know, people feeling in prison. They can't do this. They sneeze too hard. It's just like, it's time to be free. Free your mind. Understand you're a spiritual being having a human experience. When your vessel tap out, your spirit is going to ascend and go somewhere else. Depending on how you lived your life, what you might come back with as. So, you know, we have to think about these things and understand that our lives is a journey. And if we want to change, the change starts within us. Like, we're going to sit around and keep dwelling on, you know, that's like I told y'all before, I don't really get wrapped up in a lot of stuff I see on TV. People ask me questions about certain celebrities and this and that. I don't get in it, because I understand this world. You know, we got to understand we live in a staged world, and I don't get wrapped up in it. I don't, because I stay back and I watch and I observe, and I keep, you know, a lot of times I just keep it to myself, because I already know what's going on, why it's happening and things like that. I understand. And to me, what we have to start learning, things are teaching us for a reason. Are you going to keep soaking up energy of a celebrity's death and people crying and all this stuff? Like, and some folks don't even cry over their own family members. That's what I'm saying. Like, folks, is just, you got to understand when it's energy harvest, you got to understand the reality, what's real, what's not. And I'm just being honest. Like, I don't get wrapped up in that stuff. I pay attention to the people around me. People I ride by every day, homeless, nowhere to go. I pay attention to these kids that's really out here dying in these streets, in our neighborhoods. A lot of our young guys, our young babies dying in things because of what they see, the videos they watch, the music they listen to, energy harvesting. That's what it's about. And until people really understand that and stop seeking and getting so wrapped up in stuff outside of what you got going on in your real life, that's where it starts. People got to tap into divinity, tap into the real, get real with yourself. Like, look around. That's what's real. And once we start understanding that, you're going to move different. You're going to think different. You're not going to get so wrapped up in things that's beyond your control. And that's what it's about, y'all. That's what it's about. Well, I just wanted to come through really quick, guys. I had to get down in here and, you know, get in here and let y'all talk to y'all face to face, you know. While my food is cooking, the potatoes is done, you know. We got the potatoes, guys. Now the last thing is the fish. Yes, 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 family. You know, hey, just like there's a lot of things, you know, I just don't get wrapped up in. And I'm saying this because I'm sending love and light to all of you, and I love you guys. I appreciate you guys that watch my videos, because y'all are brown. But I don't get wrapped up in the celebrity hype. I just know that they're there to do a job. And some of that teaches you. Focus on your own problems and your life that's around you. Stop getting so wrapped up into other things that have no control over you. People be just getting way too emotional and too wrapped up in stuff that you really don't know the truth about. And this is how our mind, a lot of people have been able to be controlled. Energy harvesting. Stay true to yourself, because that's one thing about LaFrance. I try to stay true to myself. I keep it real. You know, it's about being real. We out here, people going through real shit every day. Real struggles, you know. And I'm about y'all. The real shit going on out here. You know, that's what it's about. I'm not saying don't have compassion, but just understand. Sometimes you gotta understand why things are happening and not get so wrapped up in it. You don't, some of y'all don't even know this man, and people are up here getting all emotional and getting up here shedding tears. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all don't even know what the reality of it is. So, you know, I'm just saying, I had to go there on that. Kanye too, I ain't get up in that. I don't got nothing to say on that no more. I'm done with that energy too. I don't got nothing to say. It is what it is. We got to start doing what we got to start doing to love on ourselves and take care of us. And that way, once we take care of us, everything around us fall into place. Unity is what this world needs. Everybody needs to learn and respect and know truths on things, and not be so wrapped up in the falsehood and the things that you've been pushed in your face to believe. So, thank you guys for tuning in to the Healing Truth channel. Thank you guys for being with me today in my kitchen while I'm sitting up here whipping up my dinner. It's been a long time since I've been cooking, haven't it? I know, that's a long time to be up in this kitchen trying to whip up a meal, you know? That's how it be though when you on this air fryer, but hey, I'm okay with it because I love my air fryer. That bad boy do everything I need. I feel good. I know I'm eating healthy. And just remember, your journey is your journey. It's not for anyone but you. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's timing is different. But keep moving forward in whatever it is, positive changes that you're making in your life. Don't ever make anybody make you feel like you're being rushed. You got to hurry up and do this and do that, or you're not progressing. Think about the little changes that you're making within yourself and how it's turning out. I guarantee you, once you stay consistent, and I don't mean, say for instance, you want to work out every single day. I don't say that. I'll say, yeah, I'm about to work out every day, and I don't. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't. I just get it some days. I just don't do it, but I work out. I make sure I at least work out. I don't just say, no, I'm gonna work out all week and then don't work out. I still do it. So taking a step forward is the best change. And once you really get into a pattern of consistency, you feel good about yourself because you're accomplishing your own goals and you're doing it for yourself. When you do it for yourself, you're more passionate about it. When you're doing it for somebody else, you're stressed out because you're not happy about doing it. And that's how I look at things. I do everything I do for myself. And I do for the people. I do for the divine. I do because this world needs a lot of real shit and truth and love. And that's what we need, you know? So, once again, thank you guys for tuning in. You have a beautiful, beautiful night. I'm about to whip up this meal real quick. I'm going to try to get me a workout in, y'all. I done set up and said all that. I'm going to really try to get me a workout in because I got me a good workout in yesterday. So I'm really going to try to get me a workout in. But, you know, if I don't tonight, I will be tomorrow. So, you know, hey, I give myself at least a couple days. At least my goal is 3 days a week and once on a weekend. So 4 times a week day. So that's good for me. And then as time goes on, I'll increase it. But I feel good because I'm accomplishing weight loss. And I'm so happy about it because it's just things I've been wanting to do for myself. And like I said, I'm not really trying to get all super slim and things. I like being a thicker woman. I'm 46, so you know, I like my thickness. You gotta love yourself. It just, you know, I want to continue to stay a little curvy, you know, in all the right places, toned up. If you ladies know what I mean. So thank you guys. You have a beautiful, beautiful evening. I send you peace, love, and light. Namaste.